Don't you feel great when your mile-long to-do list gets all done?
Or better yet, when someone else does it for you.
If we haven't met yet, we're Tammy and Gary Smith from Family with Purpose, and we have a lot in common.
We both lead pretty busy lives, I'm guessing, and we don't have a lot of extra money.
But we all love free stuff.
So we're going to give away a classic book by Gary Chapman called The 5 Love Languages this Thursday.
In fact, we're giving away 5 books over 5 weeks.
And we'll tell you how to get that great book at the end of this video. And here's a big bonus. Everyone who enters their name will get a free quick reference PDF on all the 5 love languages with incredible ideas on how to love your spouse.
So, with our limited budgets and not a lot of extra time, we have to be intentional to carve out time to love on our kids and spouses as effectively as possible.
In other words, we want to intentionally show them that we love them. And we need to be effective in doing that.
We need to make it count when we have a chance.
In order to make our kids and each other as spouses feel loved, we have to know their love languages.
Yes.
According to Gary Chapman's book, there are 5 main love languages. And let me tell you, this book changed our lives, and we've seen it transform so many marriages in our ministry.
Yeah.
And that's why we're giving away 5 of those books, one for every love language that we talk about.
And we're going to highlight acts of service today.
Which, by the way, is Tammy's love language.
Yes.
And it's tricky at times to actually do.
Because it requires paying attention and
true.
picking up clues. It's serving them with small acts of service, doing things randomly.
It's the things that you do to ease the responsibilities or the burdens on others. It means a lot when someone goes out of their way to do an act of service for someone, especially when it's a sacrificial act of service.
Yes. Actions always speak louder than words. But if you have the acts of service as your primary love language, actions, well, they're vital.
They don't necessarily have to be big actions or even take a lot of time, but they do have to be intentional actions nonetheless.
It's important to remember that if you do these acts of service while complaining
I've done that.
or with a bad attitude,
I've done that.
it's not going to fill the love tank of the person that you're showing love to.
That's absolutely true. In fact, if you have a complaining spirit or a complaining tone, it's best just not to do the action at all. At least not right then.
True. Because what you meant to fill their love tank will actually end up emptying it and probably making them feel really bad.
To the person with acts of service as their primary love language, love is spelled service, S-E-R-V-I-C-E.
And when you serve them, they will feel loved.
And with possible bonus points if it's random when you do it, when you serve them.
Yes, even the smallest acts, they can do the trick.
I've done some acts of service for Tammy, like bringing her a cup of coffee, or doing the dishes without being asked, or folding the laundry, which I don't do very often, or hanging something up that she needed help with, or on the walls, or doing my honey-do list, which I'm not very good at it, but I try. Even making the bed.
Yes.
It can be a part of it.
These are all great. Making the bed, it speaks volumes to me.
It's really important to try to do things without being asked. I'm still a work in progress there, but it's important.
And even sacrificing what you might want to do something for them.
That's the key. That's why some people think this love language is a lot of work, because you have to think of the other person and what they would like, and it's a whole lot easier to sometimes just do nothing.
Acts of service people usually tend to show others their love by serving them too. But they need to watch this, as it might not be the other person's primary love language.
But here's a guarantee. When you do acts of service for an acts of service person, they will feel loved, guaranteed.
There are some things to avoid with your acts of service people. Laziness.
That's true.
This is huge. Don't be lazy when trying to show them love.
It will crush them. It'll ruin the experience, and they most certainly won't feel your love that you're trying to give them. Also, avoid broken commitments. Saying you're going to do this or that and then not doing it, it sure can add up. But if the action or task that they want done keeps being put off or canceled, it'll drain their tank for sure.
And finally, avoid making more work for the person whose love tank is acts of service. For an example, you say, honey, I'm going to finally paint that wall in the kitchen you wanted painted. And then you paint it, but you leave all the unused paint supplies laying around and don't bother to rehang the stuff on the walls.
Yeah, when someone with acts of service as their primary love language gets more work to do after you supposedly serve them, they're not going to feel loved. So if you have someone in your life, a person who feels love when people serve them, be sure to brainstorm a few small ways that you can serve them regularly.
Again, to them, love is spelled serve, S-E-R-V-E.
That's good. You did a really good job there.
Thank you.
That's a tough one-syllable word.
Yes.
So there you go. Don't
It's my love
procrastinate
language.
anymore. Go find a few things that you can do to serve them right now. Maybe you put it on the calendar and hold on for how you can get a copy of this book.
Before that, we want to also say if you want to go deeper, we have a course online called Marriage Transformation Blueprint. This will go deeper into your marriage and talk about the 5 love languages.
And be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It helps us get the word out there. And don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss a single video that we put out every single week.
Yes.
Now, here's how to get that free 5 Love Languages book. You just click on the link in the notes below to enter, and then we'll send you a copy of the 5 Love Languages
Yes.
if you win.
And don't forget, everyone who enters will get the free summary PDF of all the love languages and how to love your family effectively.
Yeah, we're going to give you a list of things, the do's and don'ts,
A quick summary.
and a list of things that you can actually do to show love in that particular language.
Yeah. But until next time, let's keep intentionally growing and thriving together as a family.
That's the key. Here's a big bonus for everyone who enters.